YouTube, what's up? Appreciate you clicking on this video. Thanks for stopping by another one. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video at the end of the video if you do like it. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Xbox Remote Play and wireless Bluetooth controllers, specifically those that are supported by iOS and those that aren't. So if you're here for any other operating system, Android or what have you, the controller part may not pertain to you, but I do want to talk a little bit about that. So we got a lot to talk about today. Let's go ahead and roll the intro and we'll get right to it. All right, so I want to start with saying this. If you're here because you're looking to connect your Xbox Series X to your iPhone or iPad via Bluetooth, if you're like me, you've gone to endless links to try to find something that works. I will tell you this right now. The Xbox Series X controllers are not supported in the Microsoft app. Even though your phone or your tablet or whatever it is says that it's connected, the Remote Play app doesn't recognize it for some reason. I don't know what all that is. Some of you geniuses out there probably do. I do know that it'll connect to your phone, but the Remote Play app or the Xbox app will not recognize that the controller is connected. So those of you that do have Series X controllers, you have two options. Option one, you can go to your local store, Best Buy, whatever it may be, online, and buy one of the older Xbox controllers, one of the older Xbox Bluetooth controllers. And I'll throw a little thing up here on the screen that shows which ones are compatible and which ones are not, or at least which ones are compatible. I do know that the Series X are not compatible. These are the ones that I know work. In fact, I ran to the store and picked one up. I got this guy here. Ran to my local Best Buy, picked this up real quick, and it does. It connects right to my phone. Connects to my iPad. I got an 8th gen iPad, an iPhone 12 Pro, and it connects right up. Go into the Xbox app, it loads up, everything pops up, works perfectly. Or well, I should say it connects perfectly. Spent 2 days trying to figure that out, and after I dug a little bit deeper, it says in several other places, it even tells you that the Series X controllers are not supported right now. Now, with that said, Microsoft was gracious enough to take the time out of their day and let us know that Xbox Series X controller support for Remote Play is coming in the future. In the future. Okay, I feel like they could have been a little more vague on that. So now that we know that, and Microsoft didn't really help us worth a shit, you go out, let's say you go out and you buy yourself a $40, $50, $60 controller. Now you have a controller that supports, or now you have a controller that is supported by the Xbox app for Remote Play. Go over here to the computer. I'm going to bring up my iPhone. I just want to show you guys some of what we're dealing with here for Remote Play. So you bring up your Xbox app. You go through all this stuff, click on Remote Play on this device. You get the little green rocket. That's all normal. As you notice, I don't have any errors about the controller because I went and bought the $60 controller. So everything's working just fine. So I'm gonna load into the game. Everything's looking good. The loading stuff is looking good. Loading screen looks great. Everything's loading perfectly. Looks like I got good signal. That looks beautiful. Select my guns here. Now keep in mind, everything you guys are about to see is actually the game, so don't assume that it's the video on your end having problems loading or anything. This is all live footage of remote play here, and this is using cellular data. So you see how I'm going back and forth like this. This isn't because I'm messing around. It's because I'm moving the stick and it takes so long for it to react that I'm facing way farther than I expected to be. So let's go in here and try to get in a gunfight real quick. It's real choppy. It's not good gameplay. I was not trying to aim at the wall back there. Now I know somebody's in here. What just happened? Where'd everybody go? Okay, so somebody's out the door. Let's see if we can get them. See the delay in the time from when you seen that guy to the bullets started coming out of the end of the gun? That's the lag. I pulled the trigger way before bullets started coming out. Again, I'm staring at him for like 3 seconds before bullets start coming out. I'm pulling the trigger before I could even see him. So now we're going to try it on Wi-Fi.
Free for all. You're representing the company. Work clean, work fast.
Didn't see him. Okay. Yeah. So it actually looks better than it is.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
The lag is terrible. I'm pulling down on the controller right here, and it's just not doing anything. So I'm just trying to find somebody to shoot. Well, that was just my fault. So, anyway, as you can see from the video footage, it's so laggy. The video quality is decent on Wi-Fi. It's unplayable on cellular data. And that was 5G. I don't know if I said that or not, but anyway, the moral of the story here is don't spend a bunch of money trying to get this to work because they don't have it perfected yet. By the way, look behind me. I was playing on Wi-Fi right next to the Xbox on the same network that my Xbox is on. They don't have it down yet. Let me say that. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. They just don't have it perfected yet. I know a lot of you are going to say, well, it's your Wi-Fi, it's your this, it's your that. On my cell phone, I run 5G. I had all the bars. I had perfect signal. On my cell phone, I had perfect signal. On Wi-Fi, I had great signal. But anyway, it's just not there yet, guys. So I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time stressing about it or going and trying to spend extra money. If you really want to do it, just wait till they update the Series X controller. It's not worth putting a bunch of money and time into right now. I learned that lesson for you guys. Now, I can see how you'd be able to play this game, something that's not an FPS game, which may be what they're intending it for. FPS games are just, they're not it. They're not gonna be fun for you. I can promise you that. Anyway, if you do decide to do the remote play, do it on something that's not a first-person shooter or something that you have to have quick reactions because it's not going to work for you. The reason I wanted to do this, I'm going on a vacation soon and I wanted to be able to take my iPad or my iPhone and play remotely, but it's not even close. Appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, like, subscribe. See you on the next one.